Oculus and Vive are gonna be BFFs.
And Cuphead's Extreme Makeover.
This is Screenplay Daily News. It's Monday the 3rd of July, I'm Steph.
I'm Nick, and here is what we have deemed newsworthy.
Palmer Luckey, founder of the Oculus Rift, has confirmed that he's donating money to a new VR project. Called Revive, the project is focused on letting the HTC Vive headset play games exclusive to the Oculus Rift. Luckey is donating $2,000 per month to the project via crowdfunding site Patreon. This is a bit weird, isn't it?
It's a lot weird. It's a lot weird. The weirdest part so far is that the project, other than him, only has $9 donating to it. No. You look at the page, it's $2,009 a month being donated after Patreon take all their cut of everything.
Oh yeah, they take 5%, I think.
Yeah, so they only end up with getting $9. Yeah. Anyway, he's head of Oculus and now he's going against his baby.
Well, he's not head of Oculus anymore.
Sorry, he was head of Oculus, is what I meant to say.
Oh,
I got very excited. It's a Monday morning.
Yeah, so it was March, I think, that he stepped away, and Facebook owns the Oculus Rift.
Yes, they do.
So it's weird for him to be like campaigning for these two babies to join.
Yeah, well, I guess you know, he would have been involved in a lot of putting together these deals in the first place, these exclusivity deals for games and that sort of thing, when he was with Facebook. But maybe he didn't like it. Maybe he always wanted it to be open. And Facebook were like, no, you work for us, we own the thing, we're going to clamp down on it. And he could never say anything because it was, you know, against his contract or something. And this is his way. He's speaking with his wallet, like you should, by never pre-ordering anything.
I just don't understand how this is gonna work though, because hasn't Facebook specifically invested in games for the Oculus? So they would be fighting against this, wouldn't they?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this is a bit of a hack job, but
right.
But you know, I guess the Vive and the Oculus and stuff, it's like PlayStation and Xbox and Nintendo, where they feel that they're boosted by their exclusives. But here, Luckey is going, you know, I don't believe in that. Screw the man, and he's given $2,000 a month. And then if it wasn't for him, I feel like this project would be dead because they'd only get $9 a month.
Do you think $2,000 a month is enough to make this happen?
I don't know. Ask the guy who's running the Patreon. But it'll be interesting to see how long he keeps this up for as well. Whether or not this is just like a one and done for show, or he's in for the long haul. Like this is just years and years of this donation.
Yeah, I just feel like he's going up against Facebook essentially, and Facebook are going to be like, no bueno.
Yeah, Facebook have a lot more than $2,000 a month. Moving on, and Cuphead, the side-scrolling platformer with the Disney animated art style, used to be a lot less game than we expected. In an interview with Games Radar, Cuphead lead designer Chad Moldenhauer said that the game was initially really small in scale. A few bosses, a couple of weapons, and that's it. And then they showed the game off at E3 2015. Some people played it and were like, hang on a second, this is just a few bosses, a couple of weapons, and that's it, and got all angry and wanted more games. So they went back to the drawing board and sort of redesigned the whole thing.
Yeah, I was there at E3 and I played it. I remember it being really, really hard, but there not being a lot to it. It was just bullet hell of boss battles.
Yeah, so I've played it as well, but I wasn't there with the developers. Did you give them feedback? Did you go, guys, this has got to be like an actual platformer game, not just boss battles?
No, I just said, guys, this is really, really hard.
Right. I mean, maybe they took that advice to heart as well. But then, so after this, they remortgaged their houses, they restructured the company, they hired a bunch more people. So basically, the game went from the boss battles that you and I have played, which was the whole thing, you just did different bosses, to now, you know, an actual side-scrolling platformer. There's things in between bosses, there's levels and that sort of stuff.
Well, I think they must have just realized that the reception to the game itself and the concept and the art style was really positive, and they knew they were onto a winner with it, and so maybe it was worth fleshing it out a bit, because otherwise all of that positivity would have gone No Man's Sky way, and people would have been, you know, really excited about it and then been like, it's just this.
Isn't it interesting how you can damn yourself with a really great trailer?
Yes!
That you see the Cuphead trailer.
Or a unique idea.
Yeah, exactly. You see the Cuphead trailer, you see the No Man's Sky trailer, and you're like, oh, this is so good. And then your brain extrapolates, if this is what they're showing in the trailer, imagine how much stuff is in the actual game.
True.
And the developers are there going, it's the whole game, that's it, the whole trailer, the 30 seconds, that's all the game we built.
It's like all aboard the hype train.
Yeah, totally.
And the train just crashes.
But it's nice that they've been able to rework it since, and they're feeling pretty confident. It's finally coming out this year. And I mean, you see games like Destiny had exactly this problem, where people are like, oh, we really like what we've seen so far, imagine what the real game is, and then it's not there because it's too big to remortgage all those houses. Activision can't remortgage every employee's house to fix Destiny.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But with these smaller teams, maybe you can. So I feel like it's good news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in other news, Lawbreakers. Cliffy B's new shooter isn't out yet, but it is 2017, so that means you can play it in open beta. The beta shuts down on the 5th, but if you like what you play, you don't have to wait too long. The game's out on August 8th.
The StarCraft and StarCraft Brood War remasters have a release date. August 14th is when you'll be able to experience the game in 4K widescreen with cloud saves, new matchmaking, and leaderboards. It will set you back US $15, but that price doesn't include the time you're going to lose to the game. You can't get that back, guys. You can't stop time. We're all gonna die.
Canadian speedrunner Lolup smashed The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild's first DLC in just under an hour and a half, a mere day after its release. The Master Trials consists of 60 floors with upgrades to the Master Sword granted upon completion. Well, that's it for today's news, but there is still one thing left to do, and that's give away some sick prizes.
Prizes!
Sick. On our TV show last Thursday, we asked you guys to Photoshop this charming picture of us. And my word, did you deliver!
Yeah, it was pretty good. There can only be one winner, unfortunately, but there are honorable mentions. I should make it very clear, our legal team have asked us to tell you, honorable mentions, you win nothing other than your name mentioned on this show. But let's get to them first. First honorable mention, Doug Wilson.
This is you holding a box of failed dreams and losers' tears, aka other people's entries, is that right?
I think that's what the implication here is. And then you're holding a frame that's the winner, and that's the picture that we're looking at. I just like how meta it is.
What's going on with your face?
That's my face. Why are you picking on me?
No, that's you. This is your twisted nightmare face.
No, that's just my face. Second runner-up is Dane Chew Factor Hallam.
Now this is lovely. This is like a romantic comedy. I would say, well, not a romantic comedy. It's like one of those romantic movies where like someone has cancer.
Oh yeah, and you definitely have cancer.
I definitely have cancer.
You have balloon cancer.
And you're floating away with the memories of the joy and happiness that I brought to your life.
Exactly, yeah. I'm surprised I didn't pick a better picture of you in my mind to remember than you just like vaguely looking off into the distance.
But isn't that like how you will remember me, really?
It is now. A nice reference to Danny Deckchair there, but there can only be one winner. Stephanie, drumroll please. Simple Clash. Bass drum. Accordion. Matt Kendall.
Oh yes, now I like this one.
I really like this one.
Because I'm Geralt in this,
Yeah.
which is awesome.
But is that what you would want? Wouldn't you want to be with Geralt and be someone else? Maybe Steph?
I don't think anyone can really be with Geralt. You know, he's his own man.
God.
You know?
Oh my
He's
god.
a monster hunter. He marches to the beat of his own drum.
Yeah.
I think I want to be a Witcher, really.
Yeah, I mean, that is the wish fulfillment there. And I want to be Harry Potter, because I kind of look a bit like Daniel Radcliffe.
You look like you're spooging magic dust.
That's what he did in the unreleased 8th book.
Congratulations, Matt! We'll be in touch to send you this. A Logitech G910 Orion keyboard, a Logitech G933 headset, and a Logitech G900 mouse.
Now, obviously, at the end of last week, we missed 2 episodes of the news.
That's right, we did.
And do you know who I blame? Peter. Because you're supposed to be producing this, and you didn't produce it. What happened?
Was doing pretty much everything.
He was a little busy producing other things as well. We were shooting TV, we were making segments for TV and all that sort of thing. And so we just went, we can't do a good job of both of those things if we do like all this stuff in one day because, you know, it's like 4 people producing this. So we just wanted to let you know there's going to be some changes going forward with our schedule and just wanted to let you know what they are.
Yeah, so don't worry, we're still going to see you every weekday for the rest of your lives. It'll just be in lots of different ways. So we're going to be delivering news to you on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, which is great. And of course, there'll be a Soon Play on Monday afternoons as well.
And then on Tuesdays, that's going to be First Plays, and Wednesdays, that's our wildcard day. So we'll give you more info about that when we figure out what the wildcard is.
What's it going to be?
That's apparently what we do here now.
It's just keeping it loose.
Oh, right.
You know?
Okay, yeah. And finally, we'll still be doing our Twitch and Facebook live streams every week. Obviously, this all needs to be flexible and changey-wangey in case something needs to be changed or wanged, but we will let you know as soon as possible if there are changes or wanges to the schedule.
Yeah, I mean, it's an open dialogue. We talk to you, You talk to us.
Yeah, we ignore your advice.
Keep the flow happening, and all that information will be on our Facebook page so that you can stay up to date. You can follow Screenplay in all of these places. Details are in the description below.
I'm Nick.
I'm Steph.
And we will see you every weekday for the rest of your lives.
Finally, you may be excited about upcoming pirate releases, Skull and Bones and Sea of Thieves, but we just wanted to remind you that there's also the stunning realism and the true majesty of Blackwake, which is still in early access on Steam.
By the way, anyone see?
Hammer to the face? Ooh.
Ooh, what?
I don't know.
What happened?
There's some crazy physics going on. Whoa! Did he get shot out of a cannon?
What is happening here on this boat? This is some Jack Sparrow voodoo shit. Oh, brutal.
I'm special.
This
He's
guy's
drinking
just
the rum.
swigging rum throughout the whole
Swimming.
thing. Beautiful.
I love that was the trailer as well. That trailer is the definition of it's a bug, not a feature.
Yeah. You can have some fun with this, is what they're saying, with our broken game.
Yeah. Hey guys, tonight is the first episode of Screenplay on television, 10 p.m. 7 May.
Yeah, we've been filming all morning on the TV set behind us, multiple cameras, quite nerve-wracking.
I'm wearing an IFB.
Oh yeah, I looked up what IFB stood for, but I've forgotten it now. Anyway, here's a taste of what you can expect tonight.
Gross.